Hello, friends of the food station. I am Zhu Lyman, a national first-class Chinese pastry chef. Today we are here to share with you how to make small wontons. In the 21st century, we will feel more memorable when we make pastries by hand. How do we make this bowl of wontons? We're going to start by making wonton wrappers by hand. We choose medium gluten flour, pour it on the chopping board, and bend the 4 fingers to open the nest. This is salt. Salt is to increase the energy of flour. This is the egg white, which can make the flour tissue agglomerate better. This is water. First add part of it to make a coarse batter. Then add the rest of the water and make it into a snowflake shape. At this time, it will take a little effort to grasp and knead the dough, and the dry powder sprinkled on the chopping board will adhere to the dough, but all the delicious food presented through the labor of one's own hands must be of great value. Okay, now we're going to knead the dough. Alternating hands. In the 21st century, we make noodles by hand, not only to make our family delicious, but also to enjoy ourselves in the process of making them. The palms of the hands are downward and forward. The arms are vertical. And the alternation is repeated until the dough is kneaded and folded. Finally, rearrange it a little. Plastic surgery. A smooth, delicate and elastic dough is needed, and the kneaded dough needs to be covered with plastic wrap. Let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes or so. Next, we will make delicious fillings. We chose Paneas vanami, or that kind of prawn. Shell the shrimps and remove the stuffing. Chop it into small pieces. Don't pat the shrimp easily, it's easy to break all the tendons of the shrimp. In this way, a large part of the taste of Q bomb will be lost. Okay, we have finished the shrimps, and then we will mix a mince. We choose sandwich meat with salt and sugar. A little pepper to remove the greasy and fishy smell. At this time, we will reach out your hand and beat the meat in one direction. Be sure to beat out the gelatine. This is scallion and ginger water, which is also used to enhance flavor and remove fishy smell. Add a small amount in several times. Continue in one direction. Do not reverse the direction. The meat will spit water if it is reversed. It spits out twice as much water as it eats, which is terrible. Hit the minced meat cube bullet. Very elastic. We are ready for the route of integration. We're going to mix in the freshly cut shrimp stuffing. Finally, add a little sesame oil to enhance the fragrance. Our confidence is mixed, right? The dough has been awake for more than 10 minutes, so we're going to make the skin next. How can the wrinkled gauze wonton skin is thin as a cicada's wing be made? Sprinkle a little wheat starch on the table and flatten the dough with your hands. A rolling rod is rolled from the middle to the 2 ends. Roll up and down at both ends. So we have a basic rectangle to lay. the foundation for it. Continue to knead the rectangle from the middle to both ends. Roll it up. Roll the two hands a little. Then unfold them, and then roll them like this. Pay attention to the same width at both ends, and continue to roll up. At this time, we should not roll anymore, but take out the rolling bread. We use a rolling pin to press at 45 degrees. Turn the dough around, turn it around, and press it again. In the middle, roll a little. You need a lot of love and patience to make this bowl of wonton skin, so that this bowl of wonton is delicious from inside to outside. At this time, the dough piece has exceeded the length of your desktop, so you can only roll a part of it and then pull it out. Keep rolling, press it. Because its dough is already very long, we need to use two rolling pins to cooperate with each other to finish a duck skin. In this way, it is repeatedly stacked and unfolded. The thinner it is, the less powder you have to sprinkle. At this time, it is getting thinner and thinner, and when it is made, the whole air is solidified, and my heart is hanging up, because it is so thin that you can see the newspaper, and it will be broken if you touch it. Too much will affect your operation, and your mood will be discounted. After a period of repeated stacking, I think it's thin enough. Cut off a piece first, and this piece of skin will be sacrificed. Take a magazine. We put this cut skin on this magazine. So many English words can be seen, including a good appetite. Hello, your English is better than mine. Maybe you can see more clearly. Well, the wonton skin, which is as thin as a cicada's wing, is such a thickness. Next, we will produce the skin. Sprinkle a thin layer of wheat starch on the surface. Roll it up. Press it, rolling pin. Pull it out. Become a long strip like this and find a sharp knife. Take this end off first. This one unfolds. Each one, just fold it up like this. You can also push it from this end to that side. We can fold it over. Our 7/7 is a little bit bigger. This is the small wonton we made. The skin is very thin, transparent and elastic. You see, the extensibility is very good. We immediately need the small wonton of wrinkled yarn. Take the leather into our hands and gently nest our hands. You see, this is a small wonton with the largest salary limit in history. It takes about 7 grams to 8 grams of stuffing to hook in the fingers first. Pull out the line. Hand back, hand over. For fingers work closely together to form a small wonton in a square shape. Then when it is boiled, its skin will form wrinkled lines. This is called daytime wonton. Finally, we are going to make a soup of small wontons. First, put a little salt in the bowl, a little sugar, a little white pepper, and add this boiling chicken soup. Melt the salt, sugar and pepper. And then add a little lard. This is the super shrimp skin. Right. Flavor is put in at this time to let it soak lazily and fully release the taste of the sea. All efforts are ready for the last step. Let today's mood blossom beautiful fireworks. You have to cook the ravioli better. We can't throw the wonton directly into the water, but we have to put it in the cloth first so that the bottom of the wonton is cooked first. In this way, when the wonton is completely immersed in the water, it will not roll too much. In this way, we can maintain the integrity of the wonton to the greatest extent. Turn to medium-low heat. Let it boil, and slowly stew the wonton. Only in this way can it produce the effect of not breaking and not leaking. In a short time, the wonton has floated up. All the floating ingredients indicate that the ingredients in it have been lightened. Because of the penetration of water vapor, let its internal tissue mature. Pick it up and let it cool a little. And the protein solidifies for a while. Go down and burn it again, and things can be stirred up in a few seconds. Pour the cooked wonton into the soup. We need to add a little bit of egg skin to be good too. Ourselves in a little more egg skin. Sprinkle a little chopped green onion on it to enhance its fragrance. And finally pour a little sesame oil on it. This bowl of wonton is ready today. It took us a long time to make it. Right, you have to taste it by yourself. Cook the next bowl for the one you love most. Alright. I'll try one for you first. Well, this bowl of wonton is really fragrant. I can't help it. I'll take the spoon first. My shrimp cube plays badly, and the skin is smooth when you finish eating this bowl of wonton. The world will become very wonderful. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.